Good morning. I say good Monday morning. Feels weird that it's Monday. Ugh. Sorry, it's been a little guys. Yeah, it's been little guys. It's been a little while. Um, been crazy busy. My last day off was Friday. Thursday night, I went and spent with my best friend. Um, so the 7th is his birthday and I won't be able to see him on his birthday, so I figured I'd go see him and spend the night. And what was it? The day before, I want to say something to that effect. My AC had went out here at the apartment, so I had to deal with that. I really didn't want to crochet anything huge. Is I haven't had a lot of time. If you see me looking down, my cat's down here wanting love and attention, always. Um, I just haven't had time to really dive deep into finishing projects. Um, it's just been work and uh, hanging out with the bestie and trying to deal with my AC at the apartment and trying to, get them to actually come out and take care of it because, it's a crappy little apartment complex, so, you know, you know. But anyways, yeah, it's just been crazy. My chronic fatigue and exhaustion has been like kicking my rear end. Uh, it's just been crazy. Like I'll get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and I'll make myself breakfast and then sit down to crochet, and by 9:30 I start feeling completely exhausted. So I'll take a nap before work. Um, and then like I'll feel so unaccomplished because it's like, well, with that nap, you know, I could have crocheted. And then I have to, go to work and work 11 to 8 every day. And I come home for lunch. I'll make something quick, like a piece of toast with tuna on it. And then I'll take like a 20-minute nap. And then, I'll get up, go back to work the rest of my shift. Here we go again. Hopefully it's not like last time. Um, but yeah, then I'll come home, make dinner for myself or grab something. Usually it's cook something because money. Um, so anyways, yeah, and then I'll go to sleep butt crack early. Like last night I was in bed by 10. Yeah. And then this morning, of course, I'm up at like 4:45. Okay. But yeah, the other night when I went to bed early, I got up late. My body's crazy. I honestly think I have oh, what is it called? I just had it right there in my brain. I can't think right now. I can't think. Um, oh my gosh. Fibromyalgia, thank you. Brain. Because I really been looking into, the reason I feel the way I feel. Sometimes it's just I am so dead dog tired. It's not even funny. Hang on one second. This light is like really bright. It's making this side of my face red. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. I have a ring light over here. I try not to look that way because it'll do that. So that's why I set it up over there. It's on a little table. But anyways, so I was messaging with one of my ladies here. She is also a friend on my Facebook group, which is Obsessive Crochet Lady. Um, and on Facebook. And then, she's a commenter here. She comments on like all my videos, which I love. Hi. Um, but she had a suggestion for what I could talk about today. She wanted to know how I was doing and working with this guy. Um, so it is Tunisian entrelac. Let me show you what it looks like. Wow. Must be a butthead. A little cake. I caked it up into a smaller cake. So to explain the situation with this yarn, dude, it's had this yarn for a little while, well, quite a while. So I tried to do so many. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with this. You try to do so many different stitches with it, and then you lose interest, and then you take it apart to work with it again. You take it apart, and it's like, I don't like that either. So you take it apart again and work with something else. And it's been with this yarn back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's why I have cakes, I have balls, like just all the things, all the things. But I wanted to make something for my best friend for her birthday and Christmas. Her birthday is the 15th, and then obviously Christmas is 10 days later. So I always try and make her something pretty big for her birthday and Christmas, so it combines into one. I'll usually make her a blanket or something to that effect, which she loves. I think she has like 6 blankets I've made, and they're not small. They're not. I don't know. My nose is itching today. I'm so sorry. So this is the Tunisian entrelac. I know I showed it before, but like I said, I was asked to show. Um, I wish I could really show you guys how to do this. There is the tutorial I used would be from Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. Um, it does a pretty good job. Um, I'm okay watching his videos, but he moves too fast. And that's saying something because I'm a pretty quick learner, especially when it comes to crochet. I'm a pretty quick learner. And he just goes bam, 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 bam. And it's like, okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Like, hold on, dude. Like, even with beginner friendly stuff, he's not very beginner friendly, in my opinion. That's just me. If you like him, cool. But it's hard when somebody's fast like that. It's hard for me to catch on really quick. So I have to watch his video over and over and over and over and over and over. So yeah, it's like, it's like, man, like, hold on, dude, hold on. But anyways, I got this pattern from him, watching his video. Um, there's 2 ways to do Tunisian entrelac. You can do it from the center. I couldn't grasp that concept. Um, it was just really confusing. Like I said, especially the way he was teaching. So I ended up doing the Tunisian entrelac that is back and forth rows. The weird thing about Tunisian entrelac is you're not flipping your work. You are literally starting at one end, crocheting to the other end, cutting off, tying off, and going back and starting at the previous end. So it does tend to curl. Of course, Tunisian is notorious for curling. So if you look, you see this side, it's curling. But once you put the border on, it pretty much works itself out, and then wash it And then over a little time of wear and tear, it becomes pretty straight. Hold on one second. Wow, twisty. It's twisty. As you can tell, I've tried to keep, for the most part, all my ends woven in. These last few I haven't got to yet. I'll do a couple rows and then take like 10 minutes and tie in my strings. This is the back. Look at that speckling from the yarn. That looks actually really kind of cool. Yeah. And you can see this is where I started a different ball slash cake. So that's the back, which looks pretty. But this is the front of it. So the way I found Tunisian entrelac, yeah, PAT it is. I'm going to talk a little bit louder so you can hear me while I'm showing you. It's pretty big. Like, oh, pretty big. Personal size. The way I found it is I was doing, what is that called? I don't remember what it was called, but it was like one of the mandala blankets, and one of the stitches was the Tunisian, and it was in a point like the Tunisian entrelac, and she mentioned that. I said I can't remember what video it was, and I was like, ooh, I want to try that. So I started doing these. I've made a couple items, a couple blankets. I made a baby blanket like this. I made another blanket for my best friend. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. I had the reason I've been like doing that is like I've had that feeling I need to sneeze, and that's why I paused the video. I didn't want you guys to hear my crazy sneeze. I sneeze crazy. Crazy. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. I guess what I was thinking of went out when I sneezed. Oh man, my brain. But yeah, I've made a few things out of the Tunisian. I love it. Well, the Tunisian entrelac. I've made, maybe I'll show later. I might go grab it, depending on how long this video is. But I've even learned to, excuse me, I've even learned to just regular Tunisian. I've learned to do the Tunisian knit stitch. What else? I forget what else. But yeah, I've made some washcloths and dishcloths and stuff like that with it. Also, I'm showing you guys that. When I first started that, I seen how stretchy the top part was. So I actually started using that in like washcloth. And let me tell you, it is nice. It stretches. Um, I like the way it feels to do that. But anyways, enough rambling, I guess. I'm gonna tell you more about this. So one thing that made me fall in love, with the Tunisian entrelac is that you can actually use, and this is what my friend wanted to know, is what hook do you use? So you see that I have an ergonomic hook. It is small. And if you've ever done Tunisian, you know usually you have to have the really long hooks. Well, that's the cool thing about Tunisian. It's almost like corner to corner. Almost. Almost. In the way it works in short little blocks. And I know it's funny. It looks like different rows like different blocks. But what it is especially when you're doing, I like when I did a striped yarn or like a variegated yarn, like the short burst of colors with a solid. I did Icelandic and a pretty gray together in a baby blanket. It turned out amazing, but it looked like I had staggered the blocks. That's the cool thing about this is it's not like that. You don't have to stagger the colors. It's worked in a row. As you can see, the little individual block. So how he explains it is you're working in to the L. See? So all you need is a regular crochet hook. You can use metal, wood, whatever, but I do like using the ergonomic hooks. They are a lot better. I don't mind still using the steel hooks. I have some still. Sometimes when I need like a 6.5, that's the only one I can find it is in my steel hook, which is fine. It's fatter around, the 6.5 is, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, it's literally, I use like the boy head. I don't like Susan Bates. Like it, I tried it. It made me split my yarn like crazy. I could not I could not get a rhythm to it. I don't like Susan Bates. My husband bought me one because it's the only one he could find, and I'm just like, nope, ain't going there, sir, ain't going there. But how do you know if you don't try, right? So, anyways, yeah, like I said, if you would like to try Tunisian entrelac, I'm pretty sure there's other videos than Mikey's, but that's the one that I used. I'm sorry, I'm fiddling with this band-aid. It keeps like wanting to pop off. I cut my finger, obviously. I was cutting zucchini and being half asleep while trying to cut zucchini, and I'm accident prone. You know. I've always been that way. Always been accident prone. So, little tangent off or little story. Um, I started working at Chili's a couple years ago. Well, it was back in 2014. Yeah, 2014. I started working at Chili's, and my 4th day there, day 4, learning prep, day 4. I was I was taking the pit out of an avocado. Well, they teach you to take the pit out, to hold the avocado, to hit it with the butt of the knife, and to twist and pull. Well, nobody told me that if the avocado is overripe, the pit is easy to take out. You can just literally take a spoon and pop it out. Well, I didn't know this. Like I said, day 4. Day 4 working there. And I did and the pit slid. Now, mind you, at Chili's, they have their knives professionally sharpened every 2 weeks. So, you can imagine how sharp these knives were. And they were extremely sharp, which is a good thing, because it was a clean cut. But when I hit the butt, the pit moved, and it hit right down to the bone. And I was like, ah, crap. I was like, no, really? I was so mad at myself. And I was standing there with a rag, and I was at the sink. I'm thinking, how am I going to tell these people that I literally just cut my finger like crazy? And my finger is filling up this rag. And the rag was like, nice size rag. My finger is filling up this rag of just blood. And I'm sorry if it grosses you guys out, but it was gnarly. And they're like, one of the people that was training me is like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I want to say yes, but no, I'm not okay. And I told him, I was like, I just literally sliced my finger to the bone. They're like, do you want to go to the hospital? I was like, no. It was a very thin cut. Like just, it was one and done. So I bandaged it up, um, put a bunch of gauze on it, put a bunch of tape around the gauze, put a glove on. Um, well, two gloves. I put a large and an extra large because I got big hands. Yeah, so I had to put a large and an extra large on. Um, every 45 minutes, I had to keep changing the bandages and everything because I kept hitting my thumb. Of course, I'd be like, boop, crazy. Anyways, so yeah, I'm very accident prone. When I worked at not Steak and Shake, when I worked at Zaxby's, um, I cut my finger. The manager was like, well, why didn't you have your Kevlar glove on? That's what it's meant for. I was like, I did on my non-dominant hand. But the thing is I guess I wasn't paying attention. I had the knife upside down. It was a little paring knife. And I had my finger on the top of it, which was actually the bottom of it. So accident prone. I've fallen. I trip over air. I'm accident prone. So, anyways, long story long, I'm accident prone. So, but yeah, it's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. I love it. I love it. It's turning out amazing. You can see where the colors changed sometimes. But I don't mind that. It gives it uniqueness. Because, see, the thing is, the way I look at it is if I were to make another one of these, it would never look exactly the same because it always comes out of the cake differently. And like I said, I started and stopped and started and stopped and cut and retied together and cut and retied together. So it's never going to look like this. So it's one of a kind, which I love making one of a kind pieces for the people I love. Or even anybody in general. If somebody asks me, hey, can you make me a blanket? I like when people give me creative freedom. They tell me, hey, I want this color, this color, this color, but aren't specific. And I'll ask them, hey, what stitch do you want? And I'll show them a stitch, and they're like, just whatever you feel. And I'm like, cool, thanks. I appreciate that. It makes you not dread working on it. This can get a bit tedious because the way you're working it. If you've ever done the Tunisian, it's kind of like that. So, but it moves kind of quick, but it moves kind of slow. I guess it just depends on your mood. But with me, so they tell you to use a hook that's 2 times bigger, but than the recommended hook size. I didn't want to use anything that big. Like, I want a tight stitch. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like it, because it's a tight stitch. You can barely, really not see through it. It's going to be nice and warm, which, yeah, in Florida, but there's times you get cold and you really want to cuddle up, and that's what the Tunisian is great for. So that's why I love it. And I try and make all my friends and family um, different types of blankets, not just the same. I've done the virus, the Tunisian, corner to corner. I've used the big blanket yarn. Um, I've tried so many different things, and my favorite, if you want a blanket to go really quick, let me tell you, I would suggest to just do the virus. It goes fast. Even with a thinner yarn, it still goes fast. I've made I made one, well, I made a couple with mandala yarn, and we all know it's a light 3. And let me tell you, it still worked up like that. Um I've even done it with I don't know if any of you know the knit crate yarn. There was one, it was purple and sparkly. It was like a 1 weight or a 2 weight. Crazy. I made a virus blanket out of that, and it turned out amazing. It was so pretty. Um, for my mom. And but anyways, I like to try different things, and when I get hooked on something, no pun intended, because I kind of get hooked on stuff. Um, when I get hooked on something, I want to make a lot of it, you know. That's just my personality. I think a lot of us are like that. It's like, ooh, but then you kind of burn yourself out a little bit. Just a little bit. I do. I tend to burn myself out. But so yeah. Uh gosh, I keep rambling. I am so sorry. I'm just in a rambling mood today. Mm, okay. So 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 if you see, this is where I left off. I'll next be working in here, and then you go in here, and then you go to the end, and you fill in this area, and then you come back and attach oof, over here again. So now you see how this end has like a pointy end, and this end is flat. So I'll be adding a point here to grow it up, and then to go into these. And then this end will end off flat. It's crazy. It looks complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so complicated. Really, it's really, really not that complicated. But I love it. So, um, that's um, that's the Tunisian for you guys, and a lot of ramble. Um, I wasn't expecting it to like take that long to explain that and to like tell a crazy story, but so I'll put this over here. I also wanted to show you guys, like I said, since I have nothing finished, but at least I'm gonna move this back just a tidbit, so I can bring out the bag. I'm so excited. So I can show you guys how a couple things are turning out. So remember, well, I don't know if you remember or if you're new. Um, I had a coworker of mine asked me to make her daughter an evil eye pillow. I don't really like the evil eye part, but I call it an eye pillow. But I guess there's a difference between the eyeball and the evil eye. Whatever. That one. So this is what it looks like. So she sent me, yeah, it curls in on itself because it's gonna be a circle, obviously. It's an eyeball. It's kind of like boop, boop, boop. It's like a hello. Anyways, um, she sent me a picture and says, "Hey, can you make this?" And I said I can try. And I tried to look up patterns for it. It really work out for me like that. So once again, I Googled, and the only real circle pillow I could find was Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. So I had to, once again, watch these videos like over and over and over and over. All it is I looked at the photo she sent me, found the colors that I needed, and the picture was done in blanket yarn. I don't understand, unless you want to spend like $75, yeah. If not more, then yeah, I'll make it in the blanket yarn. But I don't have extra blanket yarn just sitting around, especially in these colors. I'm not going to go buy blanket yarn for eyeball. Okay, one small amount of black, a small amount of light blue, decent amount of white, and then the rest of it's going to be dark blue. What else am I going to do with scraps of the, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So I was like, I'm just going to use regular yarn. so this is the eyeball pillow so far. It's going to be 14 inches, but like I said, it's just a circle pillow pattern. Try and say that 5 times fast. I did get a pillow form because the way it's worked in double crochet, which I wish it was worked in single crochet, which I'm pretty sure I could figure out, but I just wanted something easy, just done. You know what I mean? It's for a Christmas gift. Today's already the 6th. I have to finish it. I had to wait for a pillow form. I had to pay $15. $15 for a pillow form because it's circular. I'm pretty sure if I had more time, I would have just made one myself, but time is not my friend. Time is definitely not my friend, guys. Anyways, so that's how this is coming out. I got the pillow form yesterday, so I have to do a couple, I think it's 3 rounds of just straight double crochet, and then it'll start the decrease. I think once I start the decrease, I'll shove the pillow form in there and then work around the pillow form and be done with it. And this is what it looks like folded in half, so you can see it. I see you. Do, 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 do. I'm a weirdo. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, it's going to be 14 inches. So, woohoo. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. For that, it's, I think, boysenberry. I think if I looked it up last time, I know I did. Because I know I showed you guys on Too Much To Do Tuesday. That's a mouthful. Boysenberry. It is Karen Cakes. Karen Cakes. That's what it is. Karen Big Cakes. That's what that is. For the Tunisian entrelac. This is all of it, I believe, is, yeah, it's Big Twist value. Black, light blue, white, and this one is varsity blue is the dark color. The rest of it is going to be the dark blue. So I guess that's what the evil eye pillow, the rest of it's going to be, or the evil eye is the rest of it's the dark blue. It doesn't go back to, you know, the eyeball colors, which is good because I don't feel like changing color anymore. So there's that. And then last but not least, these are, I guess I figured I'd show you guys what I'm like majorly working on. I am working on a Freddie Mercury. Ta-da! Look how big his head is. Isn't that funny? His head is like huge. But in most patterns they use cotton. I don't like using cotton for amigurumi. I really don't. It just, in my opinion, it creates too many holes. And I don't like that. This is just acrylic yarn. And you can see, oops, man, my hair all over it. As you can see, there is no holes for polyfill to come out. I mean, it's not going to be for a kid anyways, but uh, but I still don't want any polyfill poking out. So, but it's going to be a Freddie Mercury. I found the pattern online on Etsy. My boss, well, my department head, his wife loves Freddie Mercury, and I found that out, and because he had never told me, but she had a big sticker on the back of her vehicle, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Here, look what I can do. Because I'm always trying to make money. I need money. I can't help it. I work a 40-hour week and I still need money. But anyways, in the pattern, she uses like a light creamy white. But if you've ever seen Freddie Mercury, he's not cream. He's not white. I forget what ethnicity he is. I know I looked it up, but anyways, so that's why I'm using the brownie tan color. And then here's his body. So you know how he always wears his shirt, open. Um, so that's what that's supposed to show is, you can see polyfill. That's what that's supposed to represent. So he's going to be one of those big head, little bodies. So, like that. There you go. I just wrapped that around there. That's not what it's going to look like. I promise. So yeah, that's what little Freddy's looking like. I got his arms done. They look like pencils. They look like little pencils. So I got his little arms done. Let's see. I got his little belt done. Just a little belt. And then his itty bitty little ears done. Ta-da! Little ears. So that's, ow, I hit my arm. That's what he's looking like. They say a lot of amigurumi, you need to do like a tiny needle. As long as you can make your stitches decently tight, you don't need a small hook. I'm using a 4mm for this. And as you can tell, my stitches aren't huge. My stitches are normal. They're on the smaller side of normal. But there's no big gaping holes, and I don't have to crochet really, really tight. I don't. And that's a good thing because my hands don't like it. My hands don't like it at all. But yeah, I guess that's it. 40 minutes of me just yapping. And look, I didn't think I'd have content this week. Ta-da! You guys will probably see me. Well, I'm hoping to do another Too Much to Do Tuesday. And maybe I'll have a little bit more done. Hoping maybe to have Freddie done soon. The blanket definitely has to be done by Christmas. Not that it's like that big of a deal, because my friends are just like, if you can get it done, get it done. If not, that's fine. Better late than never, right? So anyways, guys, I guess that's enough of me talking. Oh, the eyeball pillow is done with a 4.5. My bad. Sorry. I was trying to do it tighter, so that if I did fill it with polyfill, like the pillow, if I did fill it with polyfill, it wouldn't poke through. But then I told my customer, I was like, hey, look, this is what they're doing, or this is what it's doing. This is how it's turning out. I can fill it with polyfill and there be a chance that it's going to poke through, or I'm going to have to charge you more, because I have to get, a pillow form, and I ended up having to get it off Amazon. They had it at Joann's, the circular one, and it was on sale. But guess what? The closest one to me was like 30 miles away in store at Joann's, and I was like, no, I'll just pay the little bit extra and get it off Amazon. Which the little bit extra was a lot extra. So like I said, it was on sale at Joann's for like, I want to say it was on sale for not even $8. So I ended up spending double. But like I said, I wasn't driving. I live in Central Florida, so I'm literally halfway between Tampa and Orlando, and it was in Tampa. And I didn't want to drive to Tampa because Tampa traffic is horrible. Horrible. And I would have to try and do it before work. No. Mm-mm. So like I said, I work 11 to 8 every day. So me trying to go after work obviously isn't going to work. So going at, before work would be the best bet, but I'm not driving all the way out to Tampa and back and then rushing to work. But yeah, I do have to go to the doctor this morning, which I hate doing anything before work, but I don't have a day off until the 10th. And like I said, I'm spending that with my best friend for his birthday, which is in 2 days, and I won't see him. Sad. But anyways, this was a long one, guys. I guess I like the long ones. I do like giving people long ones because I know I like long videos, but not everybody does. Let me know if you guys like the long videos. I guess it's just, I know I like them because I can sit there and crochet. I don't have to go from video to video to video to video while I'm trying to crochet. So I'm stopping and going and stopping and going and stopping and going. So anyways, it was good to spend time with you this morning. I hope you guys have a great Monday. Mondays are crazy. So I hope this gives you a pick-me-up. If you're unable to watch it this morning, then that's fine. You can watch it tonight. So I hope you had a great day. As always, stay kind, stay beautiful, and stay crocheting or knitting or crafting. We'll go with that. Bye, guys. And stop.